Welcome to Columbus, Ohio. There's a look at the Levesque Tower. You see it when you come into Columbus from the south up I-71, from other directions on I-70. But the capital city of the Buckeye State hosting the basketball tournament, the Columbus Regionals, and our first game today, Category 5, representing the Miami Hurricanes against Wolf Blood. That takes you back to NC State in Raleigh, North Carolina. The first of a handful of games here at the Covelli Center today. Thanks for joining us, Paul Keels and Gary, Indiana's favorite son outside of the Jacksons, Dan Dockich. And certainly, Dan, exciting to see the basketball tournament continuing. It's a great day of basketball here in Columbus.
The Jackson 5 used to practice at my our grandfather's bar, but I digress. You have two storied programs, Miami of Florida, which, by the way, Jim Larinaga has done an amazing job at. A lot of their alumni, North Carolina State, two-time national champion. You got Elite 8 players. You got Sweet 16 players. Everybody's a pro. It's going to be a heck of a matchup. Watching these two teams warm up, everybody out here is in great shape. This is going to go down to the wire.
Well, we take a look at what is at stake and trying to advance to Dayton for the quarters, the semis, and the finals. What everybody's trying to do. 4 teams have already qualified. The Wichita finalists, Florida TNT, and the Aftershocks representing Wichita State out of West Virginia. Sideline Cancer and Team 23 have already made it. More will continue. The other unique part of the basketball tournament, the most unique part, the Elam ending. And we'll explain how these games come to an end. And certainly, it's very different from most other basketball formats you may be accustomed to. First dead ball under 4 minutes in the fourth quarter. The game clock is taken out of play. Shot clock still in effect. But 8 points are set to the score of the leading team to establish a target score. And the first team to get to the target score wins. Last night and yesterday afternoon, as a matter of fact, we were able right here in Columbus at the Covelli Center to see the Elam ending come into play in each game played. The money team was the first to rack up win number 1 as they defeated the region. So the money team will move on to play tomorrow. Also moving up to play tomorrow from yesterday afternoon's game, Team Hines. They were able to get by the St. Bonaventure alumni squad, brown and white. So Team Hines and the money team were yesterday's afternoon qualifiers. And then last night, the men of Mackey from West Lafayette, Indiana. They defeated the Tennessee Volunteers with 4 players in double figures for the men of Mackey. And in the nightcap, it was Carmen's crew, made up of a majority of Ohio State Buckeyes like Costa Coopus, as they defeated Mid-American Unity. So the bracket here in Columbus setting up for tomorrow's games and the 2 teams that hope to advance to Dayton for the quarters, the semis, and the finals. Here's the way it will look as far as what we know for Sunday. Carmen's crew and the men of Mackey will meet tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow night, the money team and Team Hines. And Dan Dockett, you mentioned it at the start of the evening yesterday. Bears repeating again. These are professionals playing in these games.
Yeah, I tried to explain it to people. Look, this is no NCAA rules here. These are professional basketball players. These guys have a PhD in basketball. They know ball movement. They know people movement. And they're fighting like crazy because, let's be honest, nice summer job. You win $66,000 as your share of $1 million. Right.
Yeah,
so, and last thing, we saw it last night, certainly with Carmen's crew, and we saw it with the men of Mackey. A lot of pride in your program. You know, you've got Miami. You've got North Carolina State. 2 storied programs, 2 terrific programs, and 2 programs of great pride of their alumni. And you're going to see it today.
Absolutely. Wolf Blood, who represents North Carolina State, that represents a program that's won 2 national champions, one under Jim Valvano, one under Norm Sloan, but a first-year entrant, Wolf Blood, but players that have had a lot of basketball experience in the basketball tournament.
Well, they do. And look, you're looking at 8 players on their roster making a debut. Now, what does that mean? I'm not really sure. Again, these guys are used to playing all year round. I will say this. Look for number 15, Scott Wood. Tremendous shooter out of Marion, Indiana. 1,000-point-plus scorer. One of the all-time three-point shooters in North Carolina State history. I anticipate him being a key for the Wolf Blood.
Category 5 representing the Miami Hurricanes, and certainly what they've been able to do under Jim Larinaga has been very representative of that school's competition.
Well, you see Devon Reed with the 32nd pick a few years ago. Again, you've got a little bit more experience. You've got 4 players that have played. Does it matter? We're going to find out. But the one thing about Jim Larinaga's Miami team, they're tough guys. And you're going to see alumni that play the way they had been taught in college. You're going to see a hard-nosed team in Category 5. You're going to see competitive guys. There's going to be no quit. And look, end of the day, you got to put the ball in the bucket, and Reed will be asked to do so.
We talked about the Elam ending. There's some other different wrinkles to some of the rules in the basketball tournament. We'll get a look here at just how these games develop. You begin first off with the 4 9-minute quarters, 4 timeouts per team, 6 fouls before you become a spectator. Once the ball strikes the rim on a shot attempt, a player can play the ball. Now that excludes free throw opportunities, and the Elam ending is involved in each and every game, so each and every game ends with a made basket.
Here's what's going to happen, Paul.
All right.
You're going to be sitting at home watching. You're going to see a shot roll around the rim. You're going to see somebody knock it off, and you're going to jump up and go, that's goaltending. No, it's not. You can't go up through the rim, but you can knock it off the rim. That is a European rule. That's an international basketball rule.
Jordan Collins, the head coach of Wolf Blood, a team making his first entry into the basketball tournament. Micah Fraction is the head coach for Category 5. We also understand that Ralston Turner, who's on their bench, will be mic'd up. There's Micah Fraction. So we'll get a chance to hear what goes on in some of the huddles, thanks to Puma. Our officials today, Jeff Anderson, Ray Natalie, and Alfred Smith.
If you hear the volume go out on your computer or your television, it's not a problem with the volume. Somebody swore. I want you to know that, because it gets me when I was watching games like, oh yeah, somebody said a word they shouldn't. These guys are competitive, man. This is going to be a tough game. You can see right now in the bodies, these are guys that are in great shape.
Well, we're getting set to go. Wolf Blood in the white, Category 5 in the orange, and it'll be Category 5 starting the afternoon with the basketball. And the starting lineups for Category 5 brought to you by Air Force Reserve. They look like the Miami Hurricanes in those uniforms. Ball lobbed to the basket, but Wolf Blood ends up with a takeaway. And Trevor Lacey will get Wolf Blood into their offense. Their unis somewhat resemble the Wolf Pack of NC State.
Yeah, I was going to say either that or Alabama.
That's a good call, too. There's Scott Wood, who you talked about. Torrin Dorn working down the lane. And a quick shot by Williams goes right down the cage.
Boy, that was easy. I mean, Williams stepped back behind the three-point line, caught it, released it. Good ball movement, and that's a key in this tournament. Reversing the basketball spreads the defense, which gives you drive opportunities.
So C.J. Williams gives Category 5 a 3-point lead, but we get a personal foul committed on the shot offering by Wolf Blood. Foul is on Ryan Brown for Category 5. Or Ryan Brown, excuse me, is going to be going to the free throw line. The foul was on Scott Wood. Ryan Brown gets Category 5 on the board.
There's two things that I have learned.
Yes.
One, reverse the basketball. Two, have no ego. Both of these teams, they're going to be under stress here at some point. There's going to be runs. You can't get into yourself and try to do it yourself. Move the basketball.
Here's a look at the Wolf Blood starters presented by Air Force Reserve. And Wolf Blood getting into their offense. Abdul Malik Abu goes to Wood in the corner, and he can't find the range. Loose ball off to Category 5, and Torrin Dorn. You may remember his father in the NFL. Pretty good receiver.
And arguably the coolest name in college sports, both his dad and him.
Nice basket, knocked right down for Category 5's Mario Kegler. 3-2, Category 5 on top. Lacey with a drive for Wolf Blood. And a quick rebound is snared by Category 5. Ryan Brown had the carry. And the orange-shirted Category 5 players getting into their offense, and a missed shot by Kamari Murphy. Tie game at 3. Wide open under the basket, and a bunny will fall for Abdul Malik Abu.
Yeah, Abu, he got the smaller Johnson on him, and again, passing the ball, you look inside first, good things happen, and you saw the Wolf Blood do that.
Devon Reed with a miss for Category 5.
Keep throwing it in there.
Game is even here in the first quarter. Dorn drives the paint. C.J. Williams, who got the first score of the game, feeds Abu, who throws it down.
You can see Abu is willing. Abu posted the last time, straight post. This time he posted, came out, ball screen, and then dove down into the post. That's going to be there all day as it stands right now, unless Category 5 starts switching something.
Well, Category 5 trying to see if they can't switch into some offense here.
Too much dribbling and bad shots.
Kegler with that bad shot.
It's 3 straight. That's what I'm talking about. Move the ball, you get good shots. Go one-on-one, shoot fadeaways. Not so good.
Here we go.
2-point lead for Wolfblood.
Stay active. Let me hear you talking.
Under 6 to play in the first quarter. C.J. Williams.
Weak side. We need weak side. We need weak side.
Tried to drive inside, got denied, throws a long one up. Can't find the rim.
Ball didn't move, got stuck, bad shot. Got to get something going to the basket here off ball reversal if you're Miami.
Reed from the wing. That one was bothered as Wood got the carom.
Have I made my point?
Yes, you have.
Thank you. I'll move along.
And tell people what you mean by reverse.
Well, the ball goes from the left side to the right side and back to the right side. The more you do that, the more it spreads the defense. The more you spread the defense, the more the defense makes a mistake.
Couldn't get that alley-oop lined up for Reed. So Category 5 and Mario Kegler will reset it. 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Category 5, the ball down a couple.
Ball hasn't moved from the left side.
Hasn't.
No.
10 on the shot clock.
See, the defense is locked in. When you don't spread it, you got 3 guys on the perimeter locked in. And now you're hoping to make a drive against a set defense.
Devon Reed forces up a shot that's off target. And the Wolfblood in a hurry. Torin Dorn in the air. Can't find the bucket.
Horns away. Horns away. Horns away. Horns away. Horns away.
First game of the day here at the Covelli Center in Columbus. On the Ohio State campus, this building opened in 2019. Used for a number of different varsity sports by Ohio State. And a bobble pass underneath, but it's saved by Category 5. And Reed in the corner.
Ball unintentionally got reversed and they had a wide open shot.
Unintentionally.
Right. Yeah, unintentionally.
Yeah, Coach, I meant to do that, right?
Yeah, we got him an open shot. Leave me alone, Coach.
Wolfblood the ball in the lead. Torin Dorn.
Oh, he got thrown in.
And he does. To Abu. Nice move. And a bucket for Abdul Malik Abu.
Paul, we saw yesterday Costa Kufas, whatever.
Yep, Costa Kufa.
Thank you. With patience on the block. We just saw the same thing with Abu. He just took his time. There was traffic. Everybody losing their mind. He just held on to it and got a bucket.
Trying to get a bucket is Murphy on the drive, and Kamara Murphy gets fouled by Abdul Malik Abu.
Got a shift change coming, Paul. Got a line change.
9-5, Wolfblood on top.
The basketball tournament is presented by Puma Basketball and by E&J Brandy, the official spirit of TBT.
3:37 to play first quarter. Wolfblood 9, Category 5 with 5. But there's some excitement going on in Peoria in the Illinois bracket. Boeheim's Army and Forces of Seoul. We'll check in on what's going on with that as you get a look at what's the bracket appears, how that appears in Illinois. In Peoria, a great basketball town. And there's the score. It is 41-37. Forces of Seoul against Boeheim's Army.
Forces of Seoul over on ESPN is a group out of South Korea. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the coach is using an interpreter.
They're using an
correct?
interpreter, not speaking English. Kamari Murphy knocks down the first free throw for Category 5, who had missed their last 6 field goals going into that timeout. So Murphy splits the pair. 9-6 Wolfblood, the lead in the basketball. We've got some changes on the court. Wolfblood with Terry Henderson out on the court to get him into their offense. Henderson gets a screen from Walker. Returns the ball into the lane where Walker throws it up and scores from a short distance. Wide Walker.
Boy, that was easy. Just a little high-low. Good pass by Henderson to lead Walker. And then Walker again. Veteran guys, pro guys, they take their time. They do not get rushed in the post.
Shannon Bogues open. Won't fall, and Wolfblood with 11-6 lead. Another opportunity under 3 to play first quarter. Dorn sets up Terry Henderson. Walker with the last basket. Dorn can't find the bottom. And category 5 comes down with a Karen. Reed. And in the wing, the missed jumper.
Better offense than what they've had. Took it down the right, got it onto the block, kicked it out, got a wide open look. Do that enough, you're going to make some shots.
Yeah, Brian Brown had that good look. Desmond Lee with a jumper that won't fall for Wolfblood, who leads 11-6. From the top, Scott knocks it down. Duran Scott.
And that was nice. Look, Duran Scott, he can get the ball in the bucket. That's what I'm talking about. You got to find somebody that can get it in. A 4-year starter, all rookie teams, played in Israel, averaged 13 as a senior for North Carolina State. Got to find somebody to make shots.
Henderson trying to make one, and he does, going right under the rim. Terry Henderson.
Hey, Paul, Terry Henderson's been good. He made the nice assist into the post. He worked on the offensive backboard to try to tip one out, and he got a layup. It's pretty good coming in for a couple minutes.
Right. 13-9. Wolfblood on top. Category 5 with Duran Scott. Bangs that one off the glass. And here come Wolfblood with Jermaine Morrow leading the charge right down the lane. And finds no iron on the teardrop shot. Nice feed underneath to Duran Scott.
Look, Torn Dorn's dad was a corner in the NFL. His dad might have had that. But that was ill-advised
Yes.
to go after the pass 15 feet out. Look at Henderson. Get in there for him.
Good-looking shot. Just hit the back of the bucket.
This kid that averaged 14, played in the G League.
Reed, a behind-the-back pass, but they call that a block?
Yep.
Oh.
There it is. Oh, you just couldn't get it. You got to get it. There is no good try. And here, I think he was in the
restricted circle?
Yeah, I think so.
They say the hardest call in the sport for officials.
Got easier with the restricted circle.
It should have.
Yes. Still hard.
Yes.
Still really hard.
13-11, Wolfblood on top as we've had some changes. And Wyatt Walker deflects the inbound away as that ball was aimed for Michael Gilmore, one of the changes for Category 5.
Nephew of Artis Gilmore.
Is that so?
That is so.
The A-Train, Artis Gilmore.
Great sideburns.
Oh, great throw.
Yeah, great throw.
Michael Gilmore scoops that one up and in.
That's pretty good. Started VCU, transfer. That kid can get it in the bucket again. Look, he's 6'8". He's long, has a good touch to either hand.
Ties the game at 13. Desmond Lee. Shot clock at 12. Henderson will rifle a 3. And a rebound is missed. Go to the hoop and get it.
Some guys come into the game to fit in. Henderson's come into the game to make a difference. You know, he hadn't made the shots that are open, but you see the hustle, the follow, pretty good.
2-point lead for Wolfblood on that bucket by Henderson. Long from the right point, and it goes right down the bucket for Zach Johnson of Category 5.
Boy, Zach Johnson came off from the right baseline, sprinted, got into his shot really, really quick. And if you watched him, he dead knew it was going in.
Category 5 with a lead of 1 point on that bucket by Johnson. Here at the basketball tournament in Columbus. $1 million at stake for the tournament winner.
Defense. Let's force baseline. All right? Let's not give up anything middle. Let's not give up anything middle. And let's stay solid. Let's stay solid. We're going to go flat hedge with Abdul. Just the big.
Everyone else is switching.
Just the big. Everybody else is switching.
That weak side got to get over.
The weak side's got to get over. Recognize that. Recognize that. And it comes with talking. It might be an X out. But let's concentrate on forcing everything baseline, nothing middle. Offensively, we're fine. We're fine. If we slow it down, let's get a good look. All right? We still got our flows. All right? We still got our flashes. All right?
In the huddle, brought to you by Puma Basketball.
couple things with that. Everybody's going to switch the ball screen except for the big, which is Gilmore. All the help they're talking about, look for Scott Wood opposite number 15 to get a shot if they drive it.
16 on the shot clock for Torin Dorn.
There he is. Oh.
Under 10 on the shot clock. Wood with that shot that you talked about, and he cans it.
Yeah, he got opposite. When you hear all that help, you think, okay, who's the shooter? Well, it's Scott Wood. He's going to stay opposite, eventually get a shot. I didn't get fired for my lack of knowledge.
What did you get? Never.
People were hurt. Too many injuries.
Gilmore misses.
I'm talking about it as a coach, not as a broadcaster.
I understand. Lacey with a nice drive and a score. Trevor Lacey.
How many two-time Mr. Basketballs do you ever hear of? Trevor Lacey was that in Alabama. I don't hear about that very often.
Jared Sullinger.
That's right. Was LeBron? Had to be.
I would think he had to be.
Was Jimmy Jackson?
I don't believe so. Zach Johnson with another bucket. Should have been. Could have been.
Would have been.
One of the best ever out of the state of Ohio. Jimmy Jackson.
All three.
All three, you're right.
Not bad.
1918. Wolf blood on top. Abu again.
How good has Abu been? Hey, they dared him to shoot it, and he shot it. Now they won't dare him to shoot it. Let's see if he can drive by somebody if he gets it in the LeBron spot, which is the middle of the floor.
8 points for Abdul Malik Abu. Category 5. Tough shot thrown up and missed. Gilmore with a tip. That one won't go on the first offering that was put up by Shannon Bogues. Oh. Williams had a drive going, and he looked like, Dan, he lost his footing and was going to fall on his own before the contact was made.
He did. Had the defender stepped out of the way. Let's see. Had he stepped out of the way, he stepped on his foot, I guess.
Okay.
But that was, Williams wanted to pass it, kept it, and I think he stepped. He stepped on the foot of Brown.
Okay. Who got the foul? Ryan Brown.
That's a big dude, Williams. You got to make a business decision whether you're going to hang in there. That one hurts you the rest of the week.
7:05 left until halftime. 21-18 Wolfblood leading Category 5 here at the basketball tournament at the Covelli Center in Columbus, Ohio. The winner of this tournament coming out of Dayton will get $1 million. The winner of that scrap Category 5, and Kegler draws the foul trying to get to the iron.
Well, again, what happened? Williams was messing with the ball with no movement, dancing instead of probing. Ball got stripped, bucket other end. You got to move. I'm telling you, if I were coaching in this tournament, the number one thing I would do offensively would be swing the ball side to side. And if you can move people with it, you'd be even more so in business.
So Mario Kegler, free throw is good, and our player share, the winning share, to be sent with Zell. Handling all of the financial rewards from all of this. Mario Kegler's share. There you see how it's displayed.
Little money in retirement. Private playing.
A little money before retirement.
Las Vegas, Butch Harmon Golf School.
That's what you said.
That's it.
That's what you would do with it.
Some of it.
Kegler splits the pair. He's got a 3-point game going so far. Excuse me, a 4-point game for Mario Kegler.
Oh, man.
Oh. In the corner, Des Lee. Wedges. Category 5 down with the ball. Down on the scoreboard, Category 5, 21-19 to Wolfblood. Zach Johnson cuts loose with a long-range jumper.
He's feeling it. He hit one from this side right before the timeout. You can tell he feels good about himself. That was deep.
Hit it from Wineland Park. Trevor Lacey to Williams in a shooting position immediately. Here comes Category 5 with a rebound thanks to Ryan Brown. He'll snap off a 3. 5-point game for Ryan Brown, and Category 5 has come from behind to take the lead with 6 minutes to play till halftime. 25-21, Category 5. A 7-0 run by Category 5 in less than a minute has brought them from behind into a superior position, owning the 25-21 lead over Wolfblood.
Yeah, a couple threes went down. A little better offense, a little quicker tempo. Johnson has hit a couple, which I think, and we always talk about this, once you see a ball go through, it's like contagious. It's like hitting a baseball. Like, you know, how many times you see 3-4 hits in a row?
Trevor Lacey trying to hit from the foul line and does.
Felt like a big shot right there. It felt like, you know, you got to get it right. You got to get a good possession.
So Wolfblood down a couple. Less than 6 to play until halftime. First of a handful of games here in Columbus today. Driving shot thrown up and thrown in by Ryan Brown.
Yeah, Ryan Brown getting the lane. He is long and athletic. A lot of people saw him do that at Miami. Played on a 2011 Elite 18 All-Tournament. Won the championship in 2013 at North Carolina State. His dad, Tico Brown. I remember Tico.
Yes.
Remember him?
I sure do. Missed shot. He was in the early days of the Metro Conference, playing at Georgia Tech.
All-time leader, all-time scoring leader in the CBA.
Is that so?
Which is the precursor to the G League.
Yes, it is. Was. Williams for Wolfblood. Can't find it. But an offensive rebound thanks to Abu. Trevor Lacey, after pounding that dribble, misses on the shot. In Category 5, we'll have Devon Reed in a hurry to the hole. And he draws a foul while banking it in. Devon Reed.
Look, I understand basketball's different, but how is this not a trap? I love the play. Devon Reed made a great play. He flexed. He's going to get an and one. All right. You know why it's not a travel?
Why is that?
Because the referee didn't call it a travel.
Okay.
That's the old Jim Tressel line after the national championship. Remember they called pass interference?
Oh, yes, I remember it distinctly.
And Kellen Winslow, whose son was on Miami, was interviewing Tressel after the game. He said, what's your definition of pass interference? And Tressel said, when the referee throws a flag and says pass interference.
He threw it very, very late, but for the Ohio State faithful, thank goodness he threw it.
Right. I've always used that. What's your definition of a travel? When the referee blows his whistle and says that's a travel. Anything else? Who cares?
29-23, Category 5 on top. Doran Dorn for Wolfblood.
Center guard Scott Woods.
Regarding Dorn. Tough position under the backboard for Walker.
Nobody helped Walker out. He got stuck. Everybody stood on the perimeter waiting, watching.
29-23, Category 5. Michael Gilmore from long range throws it in.
Michael Gilmore has been a difference in this game. Transferred from VCU, came to Miami, played for the Belgian national team in the 2021 FIBA Championships. Bad news for Belgium today, Paul. Their 3-on-3 team lost in the Olympics to Japan. Huge comeback by Japan.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lacey with a score. Was that the team that took Robbie Hummel out?
The Netherlands got Robbie Hummel.
Sorry, Robbie. Didn't bring that up again.
With the Justin Bieber of the Netherlands. Robbie he didn't know. I told Robbie yesterday, man. I said, you guys lost to Justin Bieber, an actor.
Offensive foul on Shannon Bogues for Category 5. Their lead is 32-25.
Stop the ball. Stop the ball.
Category 5 has opened up a 32-25 lead, and they've been able to do it as of late with some great spurts.
Yeah, they've started taking the ball to the bucket, gotten the game a little bit more up-tempo, and that has been huge. In half-court offense, early they stood, didn't whip the ball around very much. It doesn't hurt when you're flipping shots in, too. Johnson started at Gilmore right there. When you see the ball go in the basket, everybody talks about it. It just livens everything up. Let's be honest, Paul.
Yes.
Nobody asks you after the game, hey, who'd you guard? Nobody asks you, like, how many charges you take. They ask you, how many did you get? And every guy that's ever played basketball wants to put the ball in the basket.
Let's take a deeper look at Category 5 with details by 99 Designs by Vistaprint. The University of Miami alumni team looks to do damage as a first-year entrant in TBT.
And designs by Vistaprint, the 99 designs. Many of the team logos for this year's event. See what they can do for you.
You know, this event, like everything else, it just keeps growing. This is a monster day. We've got 8 games today, 8 games tomorrow. It's like the NCAA tournament. It's moving day. You either move and go home or you move on to the next. It's great.
The 8th year of the basketball tournament. And the 3rd year that it's been here in Columbus, Ohio. Durant Scott underneath, and there's your guy Gilmore with another bucket.
Yeah, he's been terrific. He just knocked in a 3. Now you're playing high-low with him, and he has great hands. Not good hands, he's got great hands.
7 for Michael Gilmore. 34-25, category 5 on top. Henderson from the line hits it while being fouled.
That was really nice by Henderson. You don't really see it that often. He curled it, read the defense, sprinted off his screen, lifted up. Watch this. He's going to come hard off this down screen. Not really a screen, but he just cuts right over the top, stops, pops, fouled by Scott.
So Terry Henderson, who not only matriculated at North Carolina State, he spent some time in Morgantown at West Virginia University.
I wonder if I kicked him off when I was there for 8 days.
You were there that long?
Maybe not. It's a blur. No, man, I wouldn't have kicked him off. I'd have given him an extra scholarship. He's pretty good.
Old-fashioned three-point play by Terry Henderson. A category 5 on top, 34-28. Pickoff by Torin Dorn for Wolfblood. All the way to the hole for the score.
Well, that was good by Torin Dorn. He read it, and I mean, he threw his dribble out. 3 dribbles down the floor. Terrific hustle.
Incredible hustle. That looks like a little zone defense. Scott over the zone. Can't find it, but an offensive rebound and a loose ball. There's Torin Dorn again.
And Abu knocked it away.
Gilmore knocked that one away. And here comes Durant Scott in a hurry. Wide open from the right corner, and it's knocked down by Durant Scott.
You want to know what modern basketball is? 2-on-1, 3-on-1, run to the corner, not for a layup. That's what it was. It was a really good pass, and Durant Scott got his feet set.
36-30, category 5. On top, under 2 to play until halftime here at the basketball tournament. Malik Abdul Abu going to work in the paint. And it will fall.
When's the last time he got the ball? I'll tell you the last time he got the ball, when North Carolina State was up. They haven't gotten it to him.
No, he's got 10 points, though, through the course of his day's work.
When he was getting it, they were leading.
Abdul Malik Abu. Missed jumper from the opposite side for Durant Scott. But there's the steal by Durant Scott. Excuse me, it was Reed who missed that previous shot. Deep one in the corner. No good for Shannon Bogues. So under a minute to play till halftime. 36-32, category 5. Trevor Lacey handling the point. Wearing a wide receiver's number. An offensive rebound by Henderson. Having an impact again on the game.
Yeah, he is. He's in great shape.
He sure is.
Yeah, man, he's athletic. Hit the ball inside of a boot.
Lacey tried to go inside. Down the baseline, and the reverse layup falls for Trevor Lacey.
That was a battle of wills. Lacey put his head down. Gilmore was trying, moving his feet. Lacey just got lower and more determined and got to the rim, and he put Gilmore on his backside.
And almost used the backboard to shield away defender too.
It was really good. I mean, look, one or the other was going to happen. Either Gilmore was going to keep moving his feet and cut the baseline off, or Lacey was going to go get a layup. Lacey won the battle.
Played his first 2 years at Alabama before he ended up at North Carolina State. Trevor Lacey. So 17 seconds left until halftime in category 5 with a 36-34 lead. This is just the first of a bunch of games coming up after this one. It is the Red Scare from the University of Dayton against BC Vahakni City. We'll tell you a little more about Vahakni City. It's a resort.
I bet it's nice.
You would think
Armenia?
So. Armenia.
Yeah.
A
Beautiful
team that
people.
bought its way into the basketball tournament.
Money talks, baby.
It does.
20K, right?
Yes. Money talks and all the other stuff walks.
Yeah. The Bus family.
They have a connection to that.
Those of you that don't know, the Buss family owns the Lakers.
And they have for quite some time.
I got kicked off a blackjack table by Dr. Jerry Buss. He brought in a whole crowd. Caesar said, no, Dan, leave.
What a tip in put in by Reed after a couple of missed tries for Category 5. Williams with a foul for Wolfblood. Here's a look at what's coming up the rest of the day here at the Covelli Center in Columbus. We mentioned Red Scare in Vahakni City. Blue Collar U representing Buffalo facing the Nerd team. Zip them up. That's Xavier against Ohio 1804.
Zip them up and Ohio. That's a rivalry.
Yes. Ryan Brown hits a couple from the free throw line. 7/10 of a second to play. Not enough time for Scott Wood to get it up. So at the half, it's 38-34. Category 5, who trailed early in the basketball game, now has the advantage. They lead Wolfblood 38-34. Like what you're seeing so far?
Yeah, I do, but I wish North Carolina State would get it to that guy walking off, number 0, Abu. But yeah, look, Category 5 survived an onslaught and got playing hard.
38-34, Category 5 with a lead over Wolfblood here in Columbus.
Yeah, Michael Gilmore has been terrific. He's only played 7.5 minutes, but he's got 7 points, and he influenced in a lot of ways. He's going to flip this 3 in right here. You got to have guys that come in and contribute, and Gilmore has been that, and then some. I mean, look, this is an athletic kid with really good hands. That's a good place to start, and he came in ready to go.
Look at some of the numbers here in the first half. We'll tell you one thing, Category 5, 13-2 fast break advantage over Wolfblood.
Well, they started turning up the heat. They started turning up the heat in 2 areas. Number 1, defensively, and number 2, running the floor down on offense. Now, points in the paint, you saw it right there. Much of those were early. Abu got going early, and they forgot about him. Get the ball to Abu, you're going to be right in this if you're Wolfblood.
Category 5 starts the second half with a basketball. Zach Johnson. And here's a quick one thrown up by Ryan Brown that won't go. Trevor Lacey, who finished the first half with 8 points, will start it for Wolfblood. Some Wolfpack fans and some Wolfpack swag in the stands here at the Covelli Center.
A lot of people rooting on this kid right here, 15, Scott Wood from Marion, Indiana, a couple hours away. 3, actually.
He goes in and out, but an offensive rebound, Torin Dorn, but he loses the handle. Category 5 with the lead and the ball. Johnson drives to the paint. Quick move and a quick score by Mario Kegler.
Kegler's a big, strong kid through the lower body. The ball got moved around a couple different times, spread the defense. Kegler read it. Nobody stopped him.
Half a dozen for Kegler. Williams can't find it for Wolfblood. 6-point lead for Category 5, early third quarter. Johnson speeds to the hole and scores.
Wow. Hey, Abu's a big dude. Johnson's not. He took Abu on and flipped it in with a tough shot. You got to call timeout because right now, Wolfblood.
Category 5 trying to pull away from Wolfblood early in the third quarter, and Zach Johnson helping them in that hope with 10 points today.
Yeah, Zach Johnson came in the game and started making threes. And that opened up. And then Kegler, you saw with the latest drive, pretty good. But Zach Johnson's really been the catalyst, I think, to a lot of different things. Shot making and ball movement.
Played both at Miami and at Florida Gulf Coast. Zach Johnson.
Dunk City.
Under 8 to play, third quarter. Torin Dorn for Wolfblood, representing North Carolina State. A nice ball fake by Williams. And he draws the foul as he wiggled his way into the lane. Mario Kegler with a foul. So C.J. Williams, who got the first bucket of the game, will go to the free throw line for Wolfblood. Williams right now with a 3-point game going on that first bucket that was thrown up. And an opportunity to take a look at the winning share that'll be sent by Zell on behalf of C.J. Williams. 76 large and then some.
Well, if they're going to get involved in that, obviously you lose, you go home, you win, you get the money if you keep moving. But they better get the ball to big number 0 in white.
And big number 0 started to poke it away. Dunk thrown down by Category 5's Mario Kegler. Thinking this is their biggest lead of the game so far, Category 5.
They are energized. Look at the defense on the ball.
Trevor Lacey with the ball, rolls in and out. Rebound is snared by Kamari Murphy of Category 5. Johnson from long distance, air ball.
Shot a hook. Actually a slice, left to right. The ball came out of his hand sideways, and it was...
You said hook, and I'm thinking,
No.
never saw a hook in a basketball game like that.
He shot a slice.
I'm thinking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and I'm wondering what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Dorn turns, twists, missed, but comes up with a loose pumpkin.
This is where you tell your team, if you're Ralston Turner, you guys keep shooting the ball, and we're going to keep losing. You know, that one went in. That's great. But you keep jacking up shots and forgetting about Abu, you're going to go home in about, I don't know, 25, 30 minutes.
44-36, Category 5. Abdul Malik Abu has given Wolfblood 10, but hadn't had many touches. Off the dribble. 3 is missed as that was thrown up by Ryan Brown.
It's easier to get the ball to big guys in half-court offense. And really, here's a chance in a slower possession to run something where you get the ball to 0 on the block.
And there is 0, Abdul Malik Abu. And Scott Wood has it bounce in and out.
Boy, that was lucky because the back cut drew 2 guys. Really a hard cut by Wolfblood. And Wood just missed the one he'll normally make.
Devon Reed doesn't miss that one.
Little ball screen, Reed just went where he wanted.
Sure did. 46-36, Category 5. There's Abu with the ball. Abu to the hole, and he scores it.
Do that every single possession. And then when they double, he's shown the ability to find the right man. Just going to have to make a shot, but you got to go through him. And it wouldn't hurt you to guard a little bit down here.
No. Kegler poked away and taken away by Wolfblood, who trails 46-38. 5 minutes to play, third quarter. Elam ending coming up in the fourth quarter. Dorn with a dunk on the drive.
Yeah, very nice. That time the ball kept popping, and Dorn beat a recovering defense, meaning the defense came from inside to out. Made a mistake. Dorn took advantage.
6 points for Torin Dorn. And a turnover. Abdul Malik Abu. Some hard work out on the court here this afternoon.
Yeah, basketball was complicated. You and I couldn't talk about it. It's not. Throw the ball to this guy. Every time he's gotten it, good things have happened. And here in transition, keep the ball pumping. Again, pass, pressure, pass, defense recovers. Not any good. Next thing you know, Torin Dorn, dunk shot.
Now, there are coaches who, and one that I won't name years ago, made the comment that guards sometimes are afraid to throw it to the big men because they're afraid it won't come back out.
Well, in this case, it may not, but it's going to go through the basket.
All right, that's a good trade-off.
Yeah.
Another turnover. Johnson lobs it to the basket, but it's poked away by Walker. And Wolfblood Scott Wood throws it and misses it.
Well, bad luck for Scott Wood. He's had 2 great looks halfway down.
A little more than 4 minutes to play third quarter. Inside of 4 minutes of the fourth quarter, we'll get the Elam ending. Category 5, a shot that will not fall on that offering by Ryan Brown, but he draws a foul from the Wolfblood team. Draws it from Wyatt Walker, I believe. Or no, it was Jermaine Morrow who committed the foul. So Ryan Brown, who today had a good game from the free throw line. Let's leave it at that for a moment. What's that tell you? His first miss now.
You notice I didn't say a word, right?
I know you did.
I just looked at you.
Because you don't believe in that.
I believe in all of that.
No, you do?
Oh, my gosh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Basketball is an organic being. The basketball is. It's treated as such.
That should go on the front of a T-shirt.
I agree.
Ryan Brown hits the second one, his 10th point of the game. 6'6" Ryan Brown. 7-point lead for Category 5. 4 minutes to play. Third quarter here at the Covelli Center on the campus of The Ohio State University in Columbus. Third year that the tournament has been located in Columbus. Morrow misses on a long three. And Category 5 with a breakaway, but then a loose ball. Tied up, Morrow on the floor, along with Duran Scott.
Let's get a couple dunks in here, can't we, Paul?
Everybody loves that.
I think so. Here's one. There's a dunk, Kegler. Comes another one, Torn Dorn. Cool.
The basketball tournament is presented by Puma Basketball. That's a good look down around Bicentennial Park in downtown Columbus. You can see Levesque Tower off to the left. Category 5 with a 47-40 lead over Wolfblood here in the third quarter at the Covelli Center. And we'll get a peek at what's going on in Peoria, Illinois. Earlier we saw Boeheim's Army survive Forces of Seoul. Just getting ready to get started. House of Pain, who knocked off Carmen's Crew last year against the Jackson, Tennessee Underdogs. Remember, we saw them a couple of years ago over at Capital University.
They have a 5'4", 5'5" point guard on the Jackson Underdogs. That is a truck driver.
Yes.
Remember that?
Yes, I do.
Just a bunch of friends.
Bunch of friends.
Tough, strong guys that love to play ball.
And continue to be part of the basketball tournament.
This is such a great tournament.
Yes, it is. In its 8th year. And the interest continues to escalate. Trevor Lacey for Wolfblood. Abdul Malik Abu from the head of the key misfires. But there's Terry Henderson picking off an errant pass. Ooh. Something happened over on the other side of the floor.
I think it's a clock issue.
Okay.
I think they reset the clock on the air ball by
Yes.
Abu. Yeah, I don't want Abu shooting jump shots. I want him on the block.
I understand.
Have I said that enough? I think I
Well, you and every other coach that's had a big guy like that probably has.
Well, sometimes big guys aren't going. But in this game, he's going. They have shown an inability, Category 5 has, to stop him. So you just go with what's working, and he's working.
Shot clock was reset at 8. Henderson at the foul line. Fouled while missing the jumper.
Boy, Henderson is a terrific cutter. He came this time left side. He came from the right side in the first half on a straight sprint. Lost his man, drew a foul in the first half. Lost his man, drew a foul just now. Doesn't need the basketball to score. That's terrific.
So Terry Henderson will go to the line. Here's how Wolfblood planned to share their $1 billion prize sent with Zell. As Henderson knocks down that first free throw for his 8th point. Here's a look at how it's going to be divided up. This on the back end for Henderson, but an offensive rebound from Dorn. Williams misses. A three-point shot can help you and it can kill you.
Kill you. Yes, it can help you, but man, oh man, you got to read the game. And if it's not going, by just throwing them up, work it around, good things will happen.
From the wing, a missed jumper by Shannon Bogues. Another thrown up, and that one goes down for Ryan Brown.
Boy, he stepped into that nice. I mean, he was ready. He moved his entire body forward.
10-point lead for Category 5. Dorn with a drive. Gilmore, goaltending.
Now that is the same rule. The ball hits the backboard, then you block it. That's a goaltender.
Let's take a look at our hustle play brought to you by E&J Brandy.
Watch the hustle here. Look at there. You get the ball. And now the play is to find the next man. And that was absolutely terrific. I mean, terrific. Ryan Brown got the bucket. But Reed made the play.
Brown with a 13-point game going. Less than 2.5 to play third quarter. Category 5 with the ball in the lead. Offensive foul called. That off arm sometimes causes problems.
It does.
As it did for Devon Reed.
I don't know what he said to me. I coached Scott Wood in a camp. It's from Marion, Indiana.
He was talking about how much he loves your commentary.
Well, I would think.
your radio show that you did this morning. I'm sure he was tuned into that.
Serious?
As were many of us.
You were a guest host.
I was able to sit and listen to one half of it. Your half.
That's the best half.
Malik.
Here we go.
Abu right to the rack and throws it down. Abdul Malik Abu.
This is where a point guard, a true point guard, needs to tell the rest of his guys, we're not shooting until we get it into number 0 at least once in this next possession.
And that one will fall for Shannon Bogues, his first bucket of the game.
That was pretty nice by Bogues. Best jump around the rim. Let's see if they can get it done and get the ball inside again.
Minute and a half left in the third.
There you go.
Abu. Not this. Oh, that looked like a goal line tackle. Devon Reed with a foul. That's as good as almost many tackles we've seen across the screen of the horseshoe.
What was the kid's name? Ward, the defensive back? Like him trying to corral a wide receiver.
Denzel
get him down.
Ward?
Denzel Ward, yeah.
Shot clock reset at 20 for Wolfblood, who trails 52-44. 1:23 left in the third. There's Scott Wood. That one bangs in and out.
Oh my gosh. I'm looking up at his family and everybody's got their hands out like, what more can you do?
Ball moved all around. That one won't fall for Ryan Brown, who's had a good second half. As we hit the 1 minute mark of the third quarter. 52-44, category 5 on top. Lacey fouled on a drive.
I got to get the ball to Scott Wood again. That stroke looks so good.
Sure does.
The ball is halfway down.
Foul on Michael Gilmore of category 5. You never had a game like that, did you?
What's that?
Good looks, rattles in and out.
No, when I missed, Coach Knight took me out.
Oh, so you didn't get that many tries?
No, it's either make or sick. I don't blame him.
Now, were you playing before the three-point shot put in?
1 year, we led the country. In 1983, it was experimental in the Big Ten. Actually, it was experimental across the country.
Right.
The ACC line was inside the top of the key.
Yes, different conferences, different lengths.
They had Michael Jordan in that league, all these guys. Lenny Bynum, you who led the league in three-point shooting that year in the ACC?
Who?
6'11" Sam Perkins.
Is that so?
Yeah. Yep.
And teams had to agree whether to use it or not?
Yeah.
In non-conference games?
The Big Ten decided we're going to use it in conference all year at 19.9, which is the top of the key.
How many did you take?
1 at Michigan, garbage time.
Yeah.
Didn't even come close. I think we led the country, though. We had Randy Whitman, Ted Kitchell, all these guys were really good.
Oh, nice alley-oop and thrown down by Kamari Murphy.
No, you said it, though. It is such a helper or a killer. You get shooting too many and you're not going, you got to forget it. You get shooting too many and they're all going, you can beat anybody in the country.
Less than a half minute left in the half. C.J. Williams finds it.
It's the same action. Little curl cut, ball screen, pop. Wood got a couple shots off of it. C.J. Williams that time.
We get to the 10-second mark of the third quarter. The next quarter will eventually take us to the Elam ending here in the basketball tournament in Columbus. Ryan Brown feeds it, and there's another alley-oop thrown down by Kamari Murphy. And that brings the third quarter to an end here in Columbus. Like those big guys can get off the floor.
Man, oh man, they just get behind the defense, throw it up. This is pretty good. Here you go, behind the defense. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Dorn dunking it on the entire state of North Carolina. And here just lost the man, Murphy, behind the defense. When you're playing a zone, you got to look behind you.
We head to the fourth quarter here in Columbus at the basketball tournament. Columbus Regional Category 5, 56, Wolfblood 48. The Elam ending coming up here in the fourth quarter, but coming up after this game, BC Vahockney City against the Red Scare, based on the University of Dayton, and some of the Flyer faithful have already entered the Covelli Center.
Omaha, Nebraska, Richmond, Virginia, Dayton, Ohio are three of the most unbelievable basketball cities in the country. You know, everybody talks about Duke, North Carolina, Indiana, Kentucky, you know, all that. but those places are basketball insane.
Well, a lot of it why the first four is always played at Dayton.
That's right.
And and you felt for a lot of people when the NCAA tournament got canceled a couple of years ago, but no more than for that Dayton Flyer team that had Final Four potential all over it.
Obi Toppin, #1 seed, right?
Trey Landers.
Yeah, Trey Landers
would be playing for the Red Scare. And we had a foul on Abdul Malik Abu. And Dayton Arena is a great setup to go watch a basketball game. There's a look at what they did in that year in which everything was canceled going into the postseason. Finished on a 20-game win streak.
And I was really glad Anthony Grant, who played terrific player for Don Donaher, and Dan Hipsher, long distance there, and Anthony came back and after Sean Miller went to Indiana, and Anthony was terrific, or is terrific there. It's not was, he is. And that year set up to be incredible. And Creighton, if you remember again, the team out of Omaha was set up to be a #1 seed possibly as well.
There was a number of teams that had really made runs to go to the postseason, and one that comes to example, Rutgers. Steve Peichel's team, they were going to be a single-digit seed.
They sure were.
As well as they had played.
Well, he's done a great job.
Absolutely.
Wow.
I mean, taking them from where they were when he got there. 56-48, Category 5 on top. Trevor Lacey for Wolfblood. They try to stage a comeback. Abu saves a tough pass. Shot clock at 3. Lacey's got to crank it up. And almost an offensive rebound for Wolfblood, but Category 5 comes away with it. Johnson to the hoop. Zach Johnson, another score.
Boy, that was a nice Euro step. It's pretty good. If I'm a kid, I'm working on that. Take the man on the left side with your right foot into the lane, push off to your left foot, and lay it in. It's hard.
Abu. Nice feed to Scott Wood. Category 5 trying to lock down on defense. Torin Dorn to the hoop. Tough score.
Man, that was a tough score because Johnson was all over him, and I think Torin Dorn gave him a little shot, not intentional, but that was a physical drive by Torin Dorn.
The deficit is 8 for Wolfblood. Category 5 with a lead. Quick throw at the basket goes down for Durant Scott.
He's just easy.
He made it look easy.
Yeah, he does. He just kind of glides, shoots floater, shoots a 3, whatever you need.
With more than 7 minutes to play. Throw away. First dead ball into the 4-minute mark. We'll get the Elam ending to come into play.
Some guys make basketball hard. Durant Scott makes it look easy. I mean, he just took his time, figured out the distance that he needed to get it over a boom, and he just did it. So many guys get in a hurry, and that's the difference between high school, college kids, and pros. Pros take their time.
We got a zone defense here for Wolfblood.
I think so.
Evan Steele out of it. Henderson to Lacey. Henderson tried to follow, but it wouldn't go.
Durant Scott. No, was it? Yeah, it was. Made a nice play, hustling back.
Under 7 to play in the game. Category 5. Got off to a slow start, but they've been the pace setter since about midway through the first quarter. From long range, Zach Johnson, 15 points.
Well, he has knocked in 3 threes in this game, and if you remember going back, the bucket looks small. He opened up the bucket with a couple threes in the first half, and that's a huge shot right there.
Wolfblood with their backs to the wall right now. Lacey finds Williams deep in the corner. Trucks his way to the hole, but an extra step.
Had to be. I'm all for what LeBron's crab dribble, Euro step. I'm all for all of it, but
don't be obvious.
A little limit, right? Yeah.
Largest lead of the game right now for Category 5. Wolfblood has to feel like they've run into a Category 5 storm here.
Tell you what, Wolfblood was playing better, but then it was like a switch got flipped on for Category 5, and they have played defense, they've hustled, they've done things like this.
Murphy gets fouled as he was about ready to throw one down. It's a pretty good ball movement there.
Again, just making it easy. Throw it up the court, throw a bounce pass to a cutting Murphy, go to the lane.
Scott Wood with a foul. So Kamari Murphy will go to the free throw line. We mentioned that he played also at Oklahoma State. You've been to Stillwater, haven't you?
No, never been.
I thought you could tell me about it.
Could not.
Never been there.
I know this. Gallagher-Iba Arena, whichever one it is, looks incredible on TV when that joint is jumping.
There's supposed to be a great place called Eskimo Joe's down there. friend of mine who went to Oklahoma State's told me about that.
What's the cuisine?
It's not about cuisine.
Bud Light?
64-50. Category 5 on top. Wolfblood. Henderson launches, gets fouled.
He stepped out of bounds.
Stepped out of bounds. Give me.
Well, that was good action. Scott Wood, I thought, was going to take the shot. He kicked it, fired it to Henderson, wide open. Just
They called a foul.
did they?
Yeah. Walker probably on a screen. Yeah.
Is it really a foul if you and I don't see it?
Probably.
Okay.
5:47 left in the fourth. Elam Ending comes into play. First dead ball after the 4-minute mark. Category 5, Milken a 64-50 lead. Ryan Brown has hit a big second half.
Same call.
Screen. You believe in makeup calls?
1,722%.
Okay.
All right, let's see. I guess 33 and wider. Yeah,
Maybe locked up an arm there.
Yeah, could have. I will say this: when you do it on the ball handler, that's a point of emphasis. That's an easy call. The call against Category 5. Like when you hand it off and roll, that's a moving screen. When you hand it off and use your rear end, you move it out, that's a moving screen. That's right in front of the official because the ball's right there. So that's a very easy call.
19 on the shot clock for Wolfblood. Dorn pirouettes and misses a jumper.
Use a little clock here, wouldn't be a bad move. You know, right now the number would be 72, which means you got to win.
The target score?
Yeah. You know.
And we're 1 minute from the Elam Ending. Williams with a nice block on that drive. C.J. Williams stayed right with Devon Reed as he tried to scoop it up and in. 64-50, Category 5. Miss from the corner by Ryan Brown, deep in the corner. Lacey barges down the lane and hits the fadeaway. Trevor Lacey.
I like what Henderson's doing. Yeah, you got to pick up a little bit. You want one more possession to get this to 10. If you're Wolfblood, you want more possessions before the 4-minute timeout.
And you saw the elements there for the Elam Ending. Murphy tries for a tip, but putting it in Ryan Brown on a second tip try. He's got a 15-point game going.
Wouldn't you agree? Around the basket on the offensive end, Wolfblood has been unorganized a little bit. They've been confused, and I think Category 5 has taken advantage of it. We saw the dunks going to break. Now you're going to see this where you got a drive and a messed up lob. But look here, two guys right there going to tip it in.
Two good tries.
Yeah, just not there. You know, look at all the guys standing around in white.
66-52, Category 5 on top. Williams from deep hits it. 9 points for C.J. Williams.
I think they're going to go under 4 and call a timeout here.
It does appear that way. Category 5 will. There's the request for the timeout with 3:59 showing on the fourth quarter clock. The Elam Ending coming up. We showed you just a moment ago the elements involved in it. The target score will be 74. The first team to get to 74 moves into round 2 here at the basketball tournament in Columbus. Let's take a look at our turning point, brought to you by E&J Brandy and the National Urban League. You see some of those drives to the basket by Category 5 to turn things around.
Yeah, Johnson knocking in a couple threes. I thought really turned the game around early. They were sluggish, they were slow, ball went through the rim, and now you got a chance to score 8 points. Don't give up 19, you're going to win the game.
E&J proud to partner with the National Urban League to empower communities. Target score 74, first team to get their wins. I could see you with a sniffer of E&J Brandy and a nice lounge coat, sitting in a recliner in front of a roaring fire and a bear rug.
I'd like to sit there with you, big boy. You sit across from me, we get a pipe going, and we discuss every problem that the world has right now, and we solve them all. With a sniff.
Or creative.
Yeah, we could. Create them for ourselves.
Well, Category 5 creating problems for Wolfblood. That problem being potential elimination for the basketball tournament. Category 5, a first-year entrant, as is Wolfblood, looking to move to round 2, which have them playing on Sunday. That quick jumper will fall from down low for Kamari Murphy.
That's nice action. Really good coaching by Category 5. They moved the ball, kept it in the middle of the floor, set a little screen for Murphy, and got him a good look on his right side to his right hand.
8 of his 9 points have come since halftime for Category 5. 68-55. The Miami Hurricane-based Alumni team with the lead. Scott Wood resets. Finally finds Wood.
Honest to goodness, he has had good looks. He shot it great. You talk about bad luck. He shot with bad luck, but I like the fact that he got one. Get him the ball again. I mean, if you're going to shoot him back in, let him do the shooting.
His second made three-pointer of the day, Scott Wood, for Wolfblood. Some serious traffic. Well, one of those baskets was a two-pointer we're indicated to now, and a foul call. As working his way was Murphy to try and get to the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Paul. Around the basket, Category 5 has done a really nice job of taking advantage of Wolfblood not quite being organized in help side or keeping their own man in front of them. And this kid here, Murphy, you said it, he's been sensational in the second half doing just that.
10 points for Murphy. That foul was on Lacey. Let me correct myself. Scott Wood, both of his made buckets were apparently two-pointers.
More bad luck.
Yeah. For who? Him or me?
No, him.
Getting it wrong. 11 for Kamari Murphy.
Scott Wood's a good player. He's a really good player at North Carolina State. In Marion, Indiana, a huge basketball community, numerous state championships.
Throws a three. 4 points away. Category 5 are from winning this basketball game and moving into round 2 on Sunday. 70-57. Category 5 with a lead over Wolfblood. Ball knocked away. It'll belong to Wolfblood as Ryan Brown had trouble handling it.
Well, he drove into a packed defense, tried to get a call. You know, for those of you watching in college basketball fans, the game is more physical. It's refereed on the international way of playing, which they allow you a little hand checking, they allow you some bumping. They're not going to call every little college touch.
Doran works the baseline, gets closed off. Gets a return pass from Wood. Doran and hits it.
Well, that was really good by Wood. Wood started on the left side, went to the right corner, cut into the middle, went to the left side, got the ball, drew the defense, and found Doran.
Who scored 13. And a turnover. Abu underneath. And Doran with another bucket. Getting a little interesting.
Yes,
here.
it is. All you got to do is play defense.
70-62. Category 5 on top, but Wolfblood. No fade here as Category 5 will get a timeout. Low pressure being put on.
This is a good timeout. Their team had gotten sloppy. They had felt like Category 5 did that this was over, so they got casual. You cannot get casual with the Elam ending. You know, this isn't we're going to foul you and get you to free throw line. It's pretty good. Scott Wood did a great job there coming side to side and finding Doran. But now here on the pass, again, taking his time. Doran, good play by Boo. You know, when it's a regular game, you're picking up full court, right? You're going to foul, and then we're going to walk to the free throw line. In this, you can get in a bad rut in the Elam ending when you are winning and have bad possessions. Next thing you know, you got some heat on you.
There's a look at the breakdown of different made baskets and plays that have ended some of these games thanks to the Elam ending. Here's the largest margin that's been overcome. Speaking of Stillwater, by the Stillwater Stars.
Well, you know, you'd like that it ends on some action, right?
On a made basket.
Yeah, it just doesn't end with some guy dribbling it out, which I think is very cool.
Devon Reed. Now Bogues takes over at the circle. 4 points away, Category 5R from winning it, leading 70-62. Bogues at the line, leans into the paint. Abu bothers the shot.
Seconds on the clock. Watch for Brown here, number 15 in the line. He's going to screen. Should pop out. There he is.
And Wood bothers the shot.
That was really good by Wood.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, there was kind of a fake screen by Brown. Wood wasn't buying. Stayed with the man. Got the block.
Recognized who it was going to.
Sure did.
And they tell you a lot of times, too, watch for the screener on those plays.
Absolutely.
70-62, Category 5 the lead. Wolf Blood the ball. Williams dumps it in the lane, but it's poked and taken away by Category 5.
Don't do that.
Foul. Scott Wood commits the foul on Devon Reed.
No, you don't do that, because now you're going to shoot a free throw. You make the free throw, you still get the ball if you're Category 5, and now you can hit a 3-win game.
Yes. That's another of the unique twists with the Elam ending. Free throw in possession.
Rick Elam's a genius, really. I mean, the way this thing is involved, I think this is a terrific rule. Now you can win it.
Creeps down for Devon Reed, who's got a 7-point game going. And Category 5 set up to get their first ever win in the basketball tournament if they're able to close the deal.
And this is a time where you don't need a three. Like, you're up. You're up big. They got to get 12 straight points to beat you. You just go get a bucket.
Bogues trying to get that bucket, but he gets a pass to Murphy, and it's taken away by Torin Dorn. There's your defensive emphasis.
Yeah, it is. Now, if you're Wolf Blood and you can get fouled, you can get a point and the ball.
Oh! Lacey has it giggle in and out.
That's 4 of those. 3 by Wood, 1 by Lacey. Halfway down.
71-62, Category 5. Johnson the drive. Lobs it to the basket. Tip no good by Reed. And Wolf Blood comes down with the defensive rebound. Torin Dorn dances his way to the lane and just misses. 71-62, Category 5. Reed finds Brown. Well, found him over there, but didn't throw the pass all the way to him. Wood reels it off for 3. There it is. 7 points for Scott Wood.
One more stop. One more stop, and this is going to get a little sexy here. Rebound it, go, get a bucket. That's what makes Elam any great.
Yes, it is.
We're just not parading to the free throw line, man. You got to play. Don't foul if you are Wolf Blood.
Quick 3. Game winner by Ryan Brown. Finishes with 18 points and Category 5. Advances to round 2 of the basketball tournament with a 74-65 victory. And how about the second half for Ryan Brown?
Ryan Brown was terrific, man. Nailing threes. I thought he defended well, got on the glass, and you know that shot right there was a kind of a no-brainer. I mean, he came off hard. He had made a couple earlier. Said, "To heck with this. Shut up, Dockage. We're going to drill this, and we're going home." And on to Sunday.
Well, 74-65, the winner. Category 5 over Wolf Blood.
It's a good game. Did you see how much harder, though, Wolf Blood played in the Elam ending defensively? Like, all of a sudden, and that's what it does. It's just not a march to the foul line.
Our player of the game brought to you by Gillette, Zach Johnson, 15 points, 3 made 3-pointers. And this first-year entrant, Category 5, storms through round 1 and advances to round 2 on Sunday. There's Ryan Brown, who hit the game winner, going up to the big board. And this team, representing the Miami Hurricanes, will move on to play the winner of our next game on Sunday afternoon. Here, take a look at the bracket, how everything is played out, how it's set up from last night's winner and yesterday's winners. There's Category 5. And of course, Carmen's crew, Meta Mackey, the Money Team and Team Hines all moved up.
The marquee game is Carmen's Crew, but this next game here, the Red Scare, people are filing in. Dayton has the Red Scare have an enthusiastic crowd. It's going to be pretty good. Stay with us.